Huo Blackman Digital Studios sasa ndiyo studio pekee inayoweza kukupea kumbukumbu kama hizi. Tunatoa huduma kama vile birthday shoots, graduation shoots, baby shower shoots, banner designing and printing, indoor and outdoor photoshoot, roll-up banners, t-shirt branding and printing, imported polo t-shirts branding, videography, school ID printing, live streaming, TV adverts and voiceovers, 3D streetlight banners, rubber stamp. Pia tunatoa mafunzo ya ICT classes, videography classes, cyber services na mengine mengi. Ili kujua mengi zaidi, tutembelee katika afisi zetu zinazopatikana Onyinjo karibu na Tiendege bodaboda stage, au tupigie simu kwa nambari 0721379308. Blackman Digital Studios, the quality you can trust.
Vibrant Morning with BTV.
Utamu na urembo wa maisha hubainishwa na kumbukumbu za kipekee zinazowafanya wapendwa wetu kupendeza kukupea kumbukumbu kama hizi. Tunatoa huduma kama vile birthday shoots, graduation shoots, baby shower shoots, banner designing and printing, indoor and outdoor photoshoot, roll-up banners, t-shirt branding and printing, imported polo t-shirts branding, videography, school ID printing, live streaming, TV adverts and voiceovers, 3D streetlight banners, rubber stamp. Pia tunatoa mafunzo ya ICT classes, videography classes, cyber services na mengine mengi. Ili kujua mengi zaidi, tutembelee katika afisi zetu zinazopatikana Onyinjo karibu na Tiendege bodaboda stage, au tupigie simu kwa nambari 0721379308. Blackman Digital Studios, the quality you can trust.
Vibrant Morning with BTV.
Utamu na urembo wa maisha hubainishwa na kumbukumbu za kipekee zinazowafanya wapendwa wetu kupendezwa na urembo huo. Blackman Digital Studios sasa ndiyo studio pekee inayoweza kukupea kumbukumbu kama hizi. Tunatoa huduma kama vile birthday shoots, graduation shoots, baby shower shoots, banner designing and printing, indoor and outdoor photoshoot, roll-up banners, t-shirt branding and printing, imported polo t-shirts branding, videography, school ID printing, live streaming, TV adverts and voiceovers, 3D streetlight banners, rubber stamp. Pia tunatoa mafunzo ya ICT classes, videography classes, cyber services na mengine mengi. Ili kujua mengi zaidi, tutembelee katika 0721379308. Blackman Digital Studios, the quality you can trust.
Vibrant Morning with BTV.
Utamu na urembo wa maisha hubainishwa na kumbukumbu za kipekee zinazowafanya wapendwa wetu kupendezwa na urembo huo. Blackman Digital Studios sasa ndiyo studio pekee inayoweza kukupea kumbukumbu kama hizi. Tunatoa huduma kama vile birthday shoots, graduation shoots, baby shower shoots, banner designing and printing, indoor and outdoor photoshoot, roll-up banners, t-shirt branding and printing, imported polo t-shirts branding, videography, school ID printing, live streaming, TV adverts and voiceovers, 3D streetlight banners, rubber stamp. Pia tunatoa mafunzo ya ICT classes, videography, au tupigie simu kwa nambari 0721379308. Blackman Digital Studios, the quality you can trust.
Today, Friday, we are here to bring you what is in the People Daily newspaper just in brief. And it will also be your turn also grab a copy and read more extensively. Remember, BTV brings you vibrant morning every day, and this morning I'm privileged to have my co-host Lennox already with me here. Yesterday, so that he also tells us what the day, how the day has been, and what
their daily activities. And we just hope that the Kenya Power, or rather the responsible bodies, will at least hear their cry and all that. And tomorrow we have a very big day in the county. The combination of the Roho churches in Awendo constituency, they have a mega harambe that is expected to be attended by the PS Interior Raymond Omolo, together with the CS Finance Mbadi, and other dignitaries in Migori County, and we expect it will take place at Dede Primary School, and we expect a lot of things to happen, and we expect very many people to at least attend the function, and I think we will be there to bring you each and every detail. So I think that's all that is happening in the county.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Lennox, for giving us a brief of what's happening in the county and what happened in Migori County. Today you said in the next few minutes maybe we'll be experiencing some protests, some demonstrations and picketing in town from Juakali, from people who work in the Juakali sector in Migori County. We hope that everything is going to change and that we will experience a good and peaceful demonstration. Now, moving on to what we are having in the People Daily newspaper. On the cover page of the People Daily newspaper, we have the big story of the day: return of old ultra-powerful Prime Minister. Now, that's what they have given the title of the story. The story is on page 4, and this comes barely after Prime Minister former, and he said not former. I remember when he was addressed all about it is like the Senate, whatever they are doing right now, to some extent the powers bestowed in the Senate has been to some limited, so they meet the and from that we also realized that Raila wanted the constitution to be amended so that it also give the Senate some powers. I don't know what's your take on that, Mr. Lennox. Walked into Tanzania, there was chanting, people were chanting and all that. Why don't we do our things in a decent way? And also looking into that, there's also other stories that is now popping up. Now that President did launch the Mkuru Wanjenga housing project and handed it over officially. Some people have also been outside there to fight and saying that whatever President did is not true, there's nothing in that. Some people have been displaced and they have nowhere to stay. I don't know, but we Kenyans, we need to start looking at ourselves and start asking ourselves questions that can help us solve whatever we have on the table. Because looking at the way everything is going on, we need to start seeing the change in the Republic of Kenya. Now back into the People Daily newspaper, I'll be jumping from page to page and give you what's happening in different pages as we go by. Now we see on the same page 4. On page 4 we see there 4 million needed to maintain HIV vaccine scheme. A story by Mercy Mwai. Now we see critical health programs are facing severe funding crisis.
Is it 47 million?
Donald Trump's,
It's 47 million.
47 million. Following President Trump's freeze on foreign aid ongoing, strike by 8,500 universal healthcare coverage. Now we see, now there's also another crisis here. Those people living with HIV/AIDS are now in a state whereby they don't know what's going to happen next, as now the government now needs more, that is 47 million needed to ensure that this project, these activities carry on as usual. And also Kenyan abroad suffer blow over voters ID court ruling. Now, judges rejects petition argument that the regulation was on unreasonable limitation. A story by Sheila Mutua. Now, Kenyans living in the diaspora have suffered setback after High Court dismissed a petition seeking to allow the use of national identity card for voter registration outside the country. So we now see that there's a lot of things that have really changed there, but we hope that another mechanism will be used. Another story that I want you now to give me much of this.
Yes.
The Catholic priest shot dead, another buried in Nyahururu. The priest has been trending. The death of the priest has been trending story of a Catholic priest who actually was found dead, and one was believed to be assassinated, and now this. What do you think you can put across on your opinion about the death of this priest?
You know, the how do we call it? The security agencies should ensure that the people involved are brought to book, because we can't just see people or men of God just being killed anyhowly, because I think it is in last week that, is it this week or last week, when we saw one of the people, or other priests also being killed by unknown people. So we really need to ensure that even the people of God, the men of God, they are also protected. And any crime against the men of God should be taken seriously.
Yeah, that's good. Now, I will combine this story that I'm about to go on page 7 with the story that has been there for some time now. Now, 90 parastatal chief officers face chopping board. Now, the move follows directives to merge and restructure several government entities. Now, like the stories by Matthew Ndungu, at least 90 chief executives of various state corporations and hundreds of employees are set to be sent home by the end of this year, following government directives on the agencies earmarked for reforms. Now, many parastatals are going to be brought together.
To be merged. Yeah.
And that means that some of the heads of those parastatals are going to go home, and some of the employees are also going to go home. Meaning, instead of creating job opportunity, people are losing their jobs. What do you think, and what is going on in this? I also want you to look at this other side. I also want you to look at this other side of this story. We did hear a story that is going on, that many civil servants are using fake certificates. Now, looking at this,
yes,
what is actually really bringing all this that now we see happening in the Republic of Kenya? Is it because the thirst for job, the thirst for employment, or because we're just hungry?
You know, I don't think merging the parastatals will make Kenyans lose jobs, but it is only that now maybe the people, the chief executive officers are the people who will go home. But the people working under the parastatals, I don't think whether they will go home, because they will continue with their operations normally. So the only thing here, or the only fear, is that the chief executive officers ndio watarudi nyumbani. 90 of them. That's a small number, because most of them are politicians. They have their businesses. They are people who have eaten. So they are people who are well off. They can at least run they have their businesses to run. They have employed many people. So with me, I don't see any problem.
Okay, moving to page 8. National Assembly asked court to strike out IEBC nominees case. You remember the list of people who are nominated by the president after the interview,
Yeah.
which was supposed to be vetted by the National Assembly. That list was taken to court, and it is in court. Now, the National Assembly, Parliament is now saying the court should strike out that and allow them to proceed with the vetting of the nominees that the president gave in. That is that's what we have in this story on IBC Matters. We'll also have to comment on that. And also we see on the same page, page 8, Ruto returns to Mount Kenya. That is for Kenya Murang'a Investment Forum.
You know, in Murang'a County, I don't think whether Irungu Kanangata has a problem with Ruto. Because he's someone who has also been so silent on the broad-based government issue. But what I know is that in Murang'a is where we have the Kiharu constituency. And we have seen Kiharu constituency MP Ndindi Nyoro opposing broad-based government. And but we hope and we believe that President William Ruto will be welcomed in Murang'a. Because we saw he was welcomed during the Mount Kenya tour when he visited all the counties in Mount Kenya. And we saw how people really came out in large numbers. So we really expect to see, because he's going for an investment conference. And you know, in an investment conference, maybe the people will tell them that we need this to be done. We have this natural resource. We need it to be improved to this and all that and all that. So it is something that we really need. It's advisable and it is good. Yeah.
Now that's also there, and we also see on page 14, Governor B clashes with Mandago over stalled projects. Now that's also a story. You can grab a copy of the People Daily newspaper and read. And also on the same page 14, relief for Kwale residents as they get title deeds. That's also there on page. And also we see confusion as NPSC discards process advertised posts. You can also see that. That's also a story which is there. We move back. How Don's 10 million award reinforce work contracts that you can see. That's from Great Lakes University in Kisumu. That's also a story which I believe is very, very important. And court declares Nairobi Water MD Muguna term in office illegal. Muguna stayed in his office longer than he should stay in the office, and now the court has declared that his stay in that office is illegal. And also moving back to where we have on page 7. On page 7 now we see traders petition CJ over 1 billion land case. Now we see Chief Justice Martha Koome is also involved in this, and now he has been petitioned. You can also check that story. And this one you have to comment on this on page 7. Judges orders applications on betting ban be served in 7 days. I happen to learn that most of the deaths that people have been experiencing, like young people committing suicide, is as a result of betting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will find that someone will borrow just to go and bet. You know, someone will just sleep fantasizing, tomorrow nitawekelea bet na nitashinda. Then he wakes up, goes to someone, borrows money, plays a theater, plays all those things,
and
loses. So most people are bankrupt because of betting. And there's a sad story I have of a teacher, secondary school teacher, a lady who was really addicted to betting, and even borrowed and borrowed and borrowed, and even took advanced salary just to bet. But at the end, she lost.
And what next?
What next? We've seen even people hanging themselves. Teachers, we saw someone in Nyamira, teacher in Nyamira, hanged himself over betting, over aviator. So I think there should be rules on how to bet. It should be done. Number one, it should be done responsibly.
Okay.
Yeah, and then number two, they should put a minimum amount to be at least 100 bob, not 1,000 bob, even 10 bob.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I hear you well. Now, today we have to tackle sports. Some few days ago, Manchester United lost to Tottenham Hotspur in the
And I told you you were
Europa.
going to lose. And some few days ago, Manchester women were beaten by Chelsea women. Chelsea women also beat Manchester men. So it has been a good day for us Chelsea fans.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want you to take on the thoughts of quote of the day. That one today I'm leaving for you.
Let me go back to page 10.
Yeah, jump to page 10.
Yes. Quote of the day. I don't know who is this, but he looks like Nyamira County Governor. Yes, Nyamira County Governor Amos Nyaribo. I will not abandon the beneficiaries of education scholarship at the crossroads of legal fights. I pick them from very poor backgrounds to help them, and I will do it to the end. Yes, that is Nyamira County Governor Amos Nyaribo. We have Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja. It's inhuman to evict squatters on disputed land in Mukuru, Kwaruben without providing an alternative place for them. The county and national government can facilitate a solution where both parties win. Yes. Then we have Uasin Gishu Governor Jonathan B. I will not accept to be dragged into political blame. Senator Jackson Mandago should stop interfering with my leadership and account for the ghost projects initiated during his term. Yes.
Okay.
Then we have tune of the day. Tune of the day, we can see Wanjiku there. Wanjiku is being given an affordable housing by someone who is believed to be a politician and is putting on a uniform, or rather a regalia resembling a political party in the country. I will not mention which political party it is, but it is reflecting a political party in the country. Then the politician is telling the Wanjiku and his son and her son that he will own the house. Now the following day, when Wanjiku comes near the house that she was given, now she gets the politician with a panga, a weapon, telling her not to come near his house again. So I don't know whether they're speaking about the affordable housing or what, but that is it. That is what in
the cartoon of the day is all about.
The day is all about.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Lennox, for that taking on the cartoon of the day. Now, because of the activities that is underlying ahead of us, I would like us to bring this to the end. And thank you so much for sparing your time, my dear viewers. We are going out there to get you much of what is happening in Migori County. We'll give you, remember always to subscribe to our YouTube page, BTV Kenya, and also our Facebook page, Blackman TV. And also you can visit us on TikTok and Instagram, BTV Kenya. We wish you a lovely and happy weekend. God bless you and have a wonderful day. Thank you.